After dodging accountability for nearly 2 years, viral rapper and reality TV star Chrisean has finally landed behind bars, and this time, the consequences might be permanent. Her criminal past, filled with offenses ranging from grand theft auto to multiple assaults, reads like a chaotic film script, but every detail is painfully real. The turning point came when she made one reckless decision too many, unraveling a pattern of legal leniency that had long baffled the public. At the same time, she went public with her new romance with NCAA basketball player Titan Newton, drawing the final straw for Blueface, her ex and father of her child, who was watching from his own jail cell. He cut ties and kicked her out of his home. Rock's descent began on Valentine's Day 2022, when she was arrested in Oklahoma after allegedly stealing Blueface's Mercedes G-Wagon and getting caught with drugs. Disturbingly, she had reportedly broken into his house before. The arrest used her own blood to write, "I love Blue," on the walls and left behind a trail of evidence. Blueface posted messages warning her that police were tracking the stolen car and urging her to leave quietly, but she ignored him. His manager, Whack 100, added fuel to the fire, blasting Rock's behavior online and confirming she had cost them thousands in damages. Public opinion exploded, with some blaming Blueface for leading her astray, while others defended his frustration. Despite the drama, Rock tried to calm fans from jail, admitting she had been spiraling and needed healing. She later pleaded guilty in court, avoiding prison by accepting 4 years of probation, conditional on staying out of legal trouble. But Rock's chaotic life continued. She ignored orders to move out of Blueface's home and failed to complete court-ordered community service, eventually landing on Oklahoma's most wanted list. While claiming to fix her legal mess for her son's sake, she was arrested in July 2024 while attending Blueface's hearing in California. She was sentenced to 30 days in jail for assault with a deadly weapon, then extradited to Oklahoma for the drug charges, which could now land her up to 8 years behind bars. Her troubles began long before, with a history of marijuana charges and court no-shows dating back as far as 2020. Her volatile relationship with Blueface only amplified the drama. A viral video once showed her refusing to leave his mansion after being dropped from his label, insisting she had every right to stay. Now, as both she and Blueface face jail time, the story of Chrisean Rock's downfall seems to have reached its darkest chapter yet. Tension erupted when Blueface shouted that Rock had been dropped weeks ago, sparking a dramatic confrontation that led her to go live on Instagram. Teary and raw, she poured her heart out to fans, revealing the emotional toll the chaos had taken. But even after the police left, the storm continued brewing inside the mansion. Blueface and his manager Whack 100 were in a heated argument, while Rock and Chrissy took refuge in the bathroom. The turbulence followed Rock into 2022, when she was arrested in Scottsdale, Arizona, on charges of trespassing and disorderly conduct after she punched Blueface during a fight at Whiskey Row Bar, which was caught on video. Though Blueface did not strike back, security tackled Rock and held her until police arrived. He later clarified on Instagram that her arrest was due to trespassing, not assault, and said she had seen something on his phone that upset her. The drama escalated again in June 2023 at Las Vegas's Palms Casino, when a woman congratulated Rock on her pregnancy, but made a snide comment about Blueface, prompting Rock to punch her. Blueface then allegedly took the woman's phone, telling her it was his now. When she tried to retrieve it, he reportedly kicked her several times. Another person in their entourage also hit the woman before Rock and Blueface fled in a Dodge Charger. Just a month later, Rock was accused of attacking influencer Vicky after Vicky liked critical tweets. Despite Vicky's attempts to de-escalate and apologize, Rock responded violently, leaving Vicky with bruises and cuts that she later shared online. The assaults didn't stop there. At the premiere of Baddies West, Rock allegedly struck her former stylist Herbie Lala on the red carpet after a brief exchange. Lala later sued Rock and Zeus Network for over $1 million, citing physical harm and emotional distress. Yet another incident followed in November 2023, when Rock, reportedly intoxicated, missed her stage cue at Tamar Braxton's show and lashed out backstage at singer James Wright Chanel, injuring him severely. Amid her mounting legal troubles, Rock joined a list of female rappers clashing with the law, including Glorilla, who was arrested for DUI after making an illegal U-turn. Officers suspected she was under the influence of alcohol and marijuana. Despite her attempts to downplay it, her undone pants, slurred speech, and bizarre comments during the field sobriety test only added to the awkwardness, ending with her asking to relieve herself on the roadside. During that tense encounter, an unexpected mishap occurred. Glorilla's breast accidentally slipped out of her outfit in front of the officer, adding to the discomfort of the moment. But that incident was quickly overshadowed by another viral clip from the same night, one featuring Chrisean Rock partying beside Glorilla, clearly pregnant and reportedly drinking. The internet exploded with reactions. It wasn't the first time Rock stirred controversy while expecting. Back in January 2023, she had posted a photo of 3 positive pregnancy tests with the caption, "Guess how many heartbeats?" The backlash from that night sparked a flood of criticism, with many questioning both Rock's and Glorilla's judgment. The very next day, Blueface's mother took to Instagram to air her concerns about Chrisean's behavior. First, she cast doubt on whether Rock was even pregnant, writing, "If she really pregnant with my son's child, my blood grandbaby, I will get off IG." Then she followed up by sharing private messages allegedly showing Rock holding a bottle of Hennessy just days after announcing her pregnancy. Chrissy and Rock had long become a lightning rod for controversy, gaining a reputation for erratic behavior, wild partying, and, particularly, struggles with alcohol. Her antics often played out in the public eye, with social media capturing moments that quickly went viral and sparked intense backlash. Among the most talked about incidents was one involving Blueface's high-end Maybach, a luxury vehicle that soon became the setting of a chaotic and unforgettable scene. During what appeared to be an alcohol-fueled night, Chrisean became so intoxicated that she ended up vomiting inside the pristine interior of the Maybach. The camera captured Blueface's dismay as he turned to her and exclaimed, "I know you didn't just do that in my Maybach." Caught in the act and unable to hide her embarrassment, Chrisean meekly responded, "No, Rocka," trying to play it off. But the damage had already been done, not just to the car, but to her public image. The video spread quickly, with many questioning her judgment and spiraling behavior. But alcohol wasn't the only concern surrounding Chrisean at the time. Her relationship with substances came under even more scrutiny when videos began surfacing of her smoking weed, despite being visibly pregnant. One particular clip showed her casually lighting up in a car, an act that set off waves of criticism. Fans, critics, and health advocates alike expressed alarm over the safety of her unborn child. For many, it wasn't just about poor decision-making. It raised serious concerns about the baby's health and the responsibilities that come with motherhood. The situation took another turn when DJ Academics, a prominent and often polarizing hip-hop commentator, shared details from a FaceTime call he had with Chrisean. According to him, she appeared on screen while clearly smoking a joint, even though she was far along in her pregnancy. "She's just puffing away like nothing," Academics recalled in disbelief. "I'm like, ain't no way." His recounting of the incident quickly made headlines and fueled a fresh round of public outcry. While some defenders argued that Chrisean was under extreme stress and simply coping the only way she knew how, others felt that enough was enough. These incidents painted a picture of a woman seemingly overwhelmed by fame, scrutiny, and her own internal battles. For many viewers who had once rooted for her underdog story and raw talent, these episodes were heartbreaking to watch. What remained clear through it all was that Chrisean Rock's life was anything but stable. Her actions, whether intentional or impulsive, continued to add layers of complexity to her public narrative. While her loyal fans still held on to hope that she could turn things around, others viewed these incidents as evidence of a deeper struggle that needed urgent attention. As the cameras continued to follow her every move, the world watched, hoping for a turning point, but fearing a deeper fall. Blueface later tried to defend Rock, writing on X that many women smoke weed throughout their pregnancies and suffer no consequences. "Don't shoot the messenger," he added. "I'm just telling the truth. Whether it helps her or not, I'm not being biased." But Rock is not alone when it comes to female rappers facing legal issues. Even Remy Ma, a veteran in the game, has had serious run-ins with the law. On July 13, 2007, she turned herself into the NYPD after being linked to a shooting that took place outside a Manhattan hotspot called Delicatessen. According to reports, the altercation began when Remy accused a woman named Makita Barnes-Joseph of stealing $3,000 from her. The situation escalated, and Joseph was shot in the torso. She later named Remy as the shooter, though footage from inside the club showed no physical fight. Remy pleaded not guilty, but the case only got worse when she was later accused of leading an assault against the boyfriend of a witness. In March 2008, she was convicted on several charges and served 6 years before being released in August 2014. Although Chrisean Rock has dealt with assault charges, often tied to her reality TV fame, she has never faced anything as severe as a shooting. For now, people can only hope she stays out of that kind of trouble. Whether her recent jail time will mark a turning point in her life remains to be seen. April 21, 2025, marked another dramatic chapter in the ongoing saga between Chrisean Rock and Blueface, one that no one saw coming. Even though Blueface was currently incarcerated, that did not stop him from asserting control over his personal life, especially where Chrisean was concerned. In a surprising and bold move, Blueface reportedly decided to evict her from his Los Angeles home. What made the timing even more shocking was that it happened just days after Chrisean had gone public with her new relationship, a romantic link with Titan Newton, a rising NCAA basketball player from Morgan State University. The news sent shockwaves through social media, stirring conversations, reactions, and speculation about Blueface's motives. Despite his legal troubles and physical absence, the rapper managed to stir up headlines once again by exercising his authority from behind bars. For fans and followers, it was a striking display of how deeply entangled and volatile the relationship between Chrisean and Blueface had become. The confirmation came not through a press release or official statement, but through a now-viral video posted by Blueface's father, Jonathan Porter Sr., late on the night of April 20th. In the clip, the elder Porter filmed Chrisean's personal belongings, suitcases, boxes, even framed photos, neatly stacked by the front door. The message was unmissable, Porter Sr. said firmly, his tone leaving no room for ambiguity. Blue made the call. He's serious. Time to go. The moment was raw and symbolic. It was as if Blueface, despite his current circumstances, was drawing a hard line, setting new boundaries and making it clear that the past was no longer welcome in his space. Social media immediately lit up, with fans split down the middle. Some praised Blueface for finally cutting ties and taking a stand, arguing that the relationship had long been toxic and unpredictable. Others criticized the move as cold-hearted and unnecessary, especially since it involved family members like his father broadcasting what many considered private matters. For many viewers, seeing Chrisean's items being moved out so publicly was not just a sign of a breakup, but a calculated and public declaration that their chapter had officially closed. For Chrisean, the eviction served as yet another public blow in what had already been a turbulent few weeks. Her new romance with Titan Newton was just beginning to gain traction online, and many wondered whether Blueface's move was fueled by jealousy or a final attempt to regain control. Others questioned why, even while in jail, Blueface was still so focused on her actions. Either way, the moment proved once again that when it comes to Chrisean and Blueface, nothing happens quietly. Their relationship has never followed the rules. And even with one of them behind bars, the headlines keep coming. As fans watch to see what Chrisean's next move will be, whether she claps back or keeps moving forward, one thing is clear. The drama between these two is far from over. In the footage, Porter Sr. was also seen removing framed photos of Blueface and Rock from the walls, erasing signs of their once high-profile relationship. The eviction happened shortly after Rock had shared a video of herself kissing Newton. The new couple appeared unfazed by the backlash, with Newton even seen wearing one of Rock's diamond chains. Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffold, was ecstatic about the split. She praised the new couple on social media, celebrating what she hoped was the end of the Blueface Rock saga. "Thank you, Jesus. Won't he do it?" she exclaimed. They make a cute couple. That baby's going to be cute too. The fallout felt especially sudden, given that just months earlier in November, Rock and Blueface had claimed they secretly married. Blueface even had Rock's name tattooed on his face. Now, that chapter seems closed for good. Rock, however, did not stay silent. After Blueface's father, Jonathan Porter Sr., shared a video that captured the moment her belongings were packed up and moved out, the footage quickly caught fire across social media, especially since it came at a time when Rock had just gone public with her new relationship with Titan Newton. Add to that the rising anticipation surrounding Blueface's potential early release, and it created the perfect storm online. Fans, critics, and blogs all weighing in on what many were calling the final break between the tumultuous pair. Pair Tuffert. The now viral video shows Porter Sr. carefully moving bags, boxes, and personal items out of the residence that Rock once shared with Blueface. With a calm but firm tone, he stated that this was not his decision. It was Blueface, from behind bars, who instructed the removal. He said, "It is time. She has got to go," Porter Sr. declared. What made the video even more emotional was the sight of him turning over framed photographs of Rock and Blueface, including images of their baby, Chrisean Jesus. For many viewers, it felt like a symbolic closing chapter on a relationship that had been messy, passionate, and deeply public from the start. Not one to let her narrative be shaped by someone else, Chrisean Rock responded swiftly through a live stream. She spoke openly about the situation.